Hey, yo, this is Jeff Yeldon, your teen life coach. You've got questions, I've got answers. I want to respond to an email from a bunch of students at Sydney High School, Sydney, New York. They're talking about a couple students that aren't part of any clique. They're just random kids, about 15 or so, that think they're better than everybody else and that the rules don't apply to them. During lunch every day, these kids think they can just walk right in and go right to the front of the line, bypassing everybody. The kids have gone to the principal. They've gone to some teachers. Teachers watch this happen, and the kid's like, yo, do you see this? Apparently the principal doesn't want to do anything. So, Principal Jeffrey's got to step on in. Sydney High School, I've been to your school before. Enjoy it very much, but I think it's been years ago. So your students, I'm really honored that you're thinking about me and you're asking me for my advice. So I got a couple things I want to say. To the students that think they're above the law, that the rules don't apply to them. Who you think you are? You come from Sydney, New York. People ain't never heard of Sydney, New York. You think you're a big fish in a small pond? Well, maybe you are. But you know what? You ain't got no respect from people because you're rude, you're obnoxious, you're inconsiderate, and you ain't got no class. What's going to happen next year? You go from Sydney up to Syracuse. Let's say you got 45,000 students. And you know who you're going to be there? You're going to be Willie McGillicuddy. And now you're thinking, Jeff, who's Willie McGillicuddy? Exactly. Because Willie McGillicuddy hasn't done anything with his life. You know what's going to happen in life? What you do today is going to be what you're going to do tomorrow. If you think rules don't apply to you today, then you're going to think when down the road the rules don't apply to you either. You think you're a big fish in a little pond? You're going to grow up and you're going to think you're a big fish in a little pond then too. The reality is you aren't. You ain't no better than nobody else. Rules apply to everybody. So Principal Jeffrey has something to say to you. Find some respect. Be respectful to people because you get what you give. Have class. Have some integrity. Do the right thing. Because right now you're not. And if you want this to carry over later in life, then you keep doing what you're going to do because people don't like you now and they don't like your actions. So you want to go through life and have people not like you or respect the actions you think you're above everything? Whatever happened to simple things like please and thank you and you're welcome, excuse me, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You know what the problem is? We've become a society in education where we think standardized tests are more important than anything, where we forgot about the simple things about teaching young people about respect and character and the handshake and thank you and please and you're welcome and looking people in the eye. Man, I know who you think you are. Last week I was in Big Bear Lake, California. There was an 8th grade kid that climbed Mount Everest. 8th grade kid climbed Mount Everest. He deserves to go to the front of the line. Unless you're a teacher, you're an administrator, you're Gandhi or Mother Teresa or the president, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King. You don't deserve to go to the front of the line. You want to be at the front of the line, get there early. But if you get there the same way other people get there, you take your position in line and you wait the 2 minutes it takes you to get your little chicken nuggets and your milk. And you sit down like everybody else. You want to be a big fish in a small pond? Then you can be, but the choice is yours. You want to be respected or not. You're going to be a big fish in a small pond no matter what. But I'll tell you what, homie, I'd rather be respected than not. And people respect you if you start doing the right thing. So if the principal ain't going to take action and prevent this from happening any further, then Principal Jeffrey needs to have a talk with you. That's all I got to say. I got to go shower. Peace out.